far so good, but all eyes are still on potential tropical cyclone 7. I know it's the longest name ever. We do expect this to eventually become tropical storm Gordon as we head into later today or tonight, but we're still not seeing that closed surface circulation that indicates the organization necessary to become an official tropical storm. So we're still not there yet. Potential tropical cyclone 7 is the name for now, and it will continue to send around these rounds of rain through the afternoon and evening. I think for southwest Florida, coverage really doesn't pick up until later this morning into this afternoon. But for southeast Florida, already a really messy start to the morning from Boca down through Miami, Homestead, seeing the rounds of heavy rain. But you notice as these shift a little further west, most of these have been weakening and calming down as they head into southwest Florida. That won't be the case all day long, but for now things are generally quiet, just a few of these little showers working through. So for Hendry County here, right over State Road 29, we have one shower that's moving very quickly, already passed through Cary and heading further west still with light to moderate rain, but it's a very small area. For the border here of Hendry and northern Collier County inland, as far inland as we can get without being on the east side of the peninsula, we are seeing some light rain that's already starting to weaken. And then over through Trail Town, Trail Center on 41, we are still seeing light rain. This is tracking further west, but again, it has so far been weakening before moving closer to the coastline. Here's a look at that official track from the National Hurricane Center. Again, it is forecast to become tropical storm Gordon by later today into tonight, but for now, it's just that potential tropical cyclone 7, considering that circulation not quite there yet. Hurricane hunters heading out later this morning, trying to get us some answers. Right now, movement west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. As this area heads into the southeast Gulf of Mexico, that's when conditions are a little more conducive for development. We don't expect rapid strengthening, but it will be a relatively strong tropical storm as it approaches the central Gulf Coast states. A tropical storm warning is now in place. It was just a watch. It's been upgraded to a warning from Morgan City, Louisiana, over through the border of Florida and Alabama. So that's where we're seeing the tropical storm warning in place. For right now in southwest Florida, it's just breezy winds and rounds of heavy rain expected. Next name on the list, of course, is Gordon. So that's where we're going next as this eventually does organize and strengthen into a tropical storm at some point today. On the track, you can kind of start to see some of that more apparent circulation as it heads through the Gulf, and then quite a bit of rain expected for coastal Louisiana over through Mississippi and Alabama as we head into Tuesday night. By that point, we're getting back to normal here in the Florida Peninsula. So really, our messy weather will be today, this afternoon into this evening, and then those conditions will generally improve as we head overnight into tomorrow morning. So let's look at the predictor here. Hit and miss spotty showers and storms through the morning hours. Some pockets of heavier rain are possible, but it's heading toward lunchtime that we're really going to get the rounds of heavier rain working in. And you see, the further south you get, the heavier that rain is expected to be. This is almost 4:30. We are seeing pockets of really heavy rain through Collier County. And then as we head into late tonight, that's when this disturbance will pull out into the Gulf. Our conditions will start to quiet down overnight into early tomorrow morning. As far as how much rain, again, the further south, the more rain we're expecting. For Charlotte and Lee County, we could see spots picking up a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. But for Collier County, we could see 2 to 4 inches of rain, isolated spots with locally higher amounts. And that's why there is a flood watch in place through this evening for Collier County. Again, 2 to 4 inches with a few spots seeing even more than that. Wind speeds right now starting to finally pick up through our inland areas. Coastal communities still pretty quiet. Overall 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 are expected this afternoon through this evening. And then tonight, again, as that disturbance pulls out into the Gulf, our conditions will start to settle back down to normal. So here's a look at the 24-hour forecast for this morning. Quiet with just a few of those hit and miss showers and storms. By lunchtime, that coverage and storm chance will really start to ramp up. We'll see those scattered showers and storms on and off through this evening with breezier winds. Not the best day for boating. Your Ingman Marine Boating forecast showing a small craft advisory in place with offshore seas 3 to 5 feet and rough conditions expected inland with winds 20 to 25, could have gusts up to about 30 knots. So again, not the best day for the beach, not the best day for boating. Great day to maybe stay inside, read a book, maybe go shopping out there, hit up those Labor Day sales. But by tomorrow, we should settle back into a more typical setup with a quiet morning and just the afternoon and evening storms. Chris?